Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome to another Racial Legends video. Guys, today we're going over AOTHAR at level 60, fully ascended. It's not going to be a guide video, it's just going to be a showcase of him with the Reflex set. I think he's going to be amazing. I haven't tested it out before I'm making this video, so it's all going to be, my reaction as well to how this works, because it's in theory going to be very good in him. If not, then this is going to be a bad video. We'll see. We'll see by the end of it. But I do think it's actually going to work because of the recent change they did on AOTHAR. If you guys do not watch didn't see the recent patch notes, so the Reflex set recently got an upgrade to 40% chance to reduce a random skills cooldown. And also AOTHAR got a recent change where he doesn't do his A3 anymore on the clan boss. So he just does his A2. His A2 is his poison skill. It has a 3 turns cooldown when fully booked, so it's quite often that this happens. And if you do have a reflex set, then that cooldown will be decreased more often when he does take a turn, and at the 40% chance is more than double the chance of a relentless set to actually proc. So you're gonna be missing the attacks that the relentless set would give you, but since he's not doing any other moves than the poison one, and I think Reflex is going to be amazing on him, and I really want to try it on the clan boss with my Bat Eater setup. But guys, before we get onto that, I want to remind you of the giveaway that I'm doing for World War II. I'm giving away 5 times 540 gems to anybody who signs up using my link down below in the description. You're going to see it. So just download the game level 2 level 3 and then post a screenshot on my Discord server. There's a channel called World War II giveaways. Go in there, post a screenshot, and you will be eligible for the giveaway, which ends tomorrow. So by the time I post a video tomorrow, by the end of that, I'll do the giveaway video to get the 5 winners. So World War II is an amazing game. I've been playing it since, I don't know, 3 months now. And it's a very nice casual game. If you do like PvP fight, it's very different than Raid, but it does bring some joy to you, especially if you like that kind of combat, which is similar, but not, a copy of, Clash Royale. Download the game, level 2, level 3 at least, post a screenshot in the World War II giveaway channel, and you will be eligible. So thank you guys for supporting me, and let's get on with the video. So guys, AOTHAR, the Reflex set, I showed you guys what this does. 40% chance to reduce a random skill cooldown. I've got a speed set on him because I'm very strict with what I need for him. 220 speed and 250 accuracy is very good in him. I got some good amount of attack, 4.3k, but the crit rate is very low. It's 60%. The crit damage is good, 233%. I could have got that to 240, but yeah, the gear that I have for the Reflex set is this. I have nothing better than this, honestly. This is the best set that I have. It's just a random set. There's nothing really. There's resistance rolls on it. This one's not even a 4-piece roll, so I could roll it once more, but I didn't want to mess up my stats. I did use the Raid Optimizer tool to get this stats very fast. If you haven't seen that tool and how I use it, check my previous video. So let's go over and see what AOTHAR does. So his A1 is a double hitting attack that can steal a buff from the target. That's very nice, especially when the clan boss has that attack buff. AOTHAR can actually steal it, but we'll be having Seeker in my team as well, so I don't really mind about having an attack buff. I'll have it already from Seeker. And then Holy Flame attacks 4 times at random. Each hit places a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. This does a ton of damage, not only for how this works, because each individual hit can also proc Giant Slayer. So this is why I'm thinking that AOTHAR is going to be fantastic for this setup because of how this works. And since we're using Reflex, we're going to have a 40% chance each time AOTHAR takes a turn to actually reduce the cooldown of this skill, since he'll be using just this. He won't be using Brand anymore. Brand is also a very high damaging skill, but that's what was causing AOTHAR to have reduced damage on the clan boss. And today we're testing it out and seeing how AOTHAR works with that. And finally, guys, masteries. As I said, Giant Slayer is the best thing that you can have on AOTHAR. Right here, I could have gone for Grim Resolve instead of Heart of Glory, but this is how I built my AOTHAR a long time ago when I had him in Lifesteal set. Like, he was my first poisoner for the clan boss, and this is the build I had him since then. So the only thing that you could change if you want is Cycle of Magic, but honestly, it doesn't hurt. So getting that 5% chance to decrease the cooldown of a random skill is what you want. So this is exactly why I also have a refresh set on him. If I could, I would have all refresh sets right here, so he could just spam that A2 and fill that boss with poisons. So this is it, guys. Nothing more than that. It's very plain. You know, you just farm the reflex gear from the ice golem. If you get lucky, then you're gonna have a good piece like I've shown you. So it's force affinity here on the Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. I don't mind because we're not going to be strong affinity. We're not going to be weak affinity. The unkillable is still going to work. I just wonder how much damage this is going to do and if it does work like the way that I think it does. So I want to see the whole run actually, because I'm curious if indeed at any point he doesn't use his A2 and uses his A3, because they said it works, but I didn't see any reports of it not actually working the way they said it would work. So how does this team works, guys? The Bat Eater team is basically you do your unkillable with the first man eater, the fast man eater. This is the setup, by the way. Then you boost with Seeker, he hits, and then you pause. Then you do the A2, the first man eater. Then you do the reduce cooldown with Painkeeper. So another way to reduce our cooldown. So we'll have the refresh set, the reflex set. We're gonna have the masteries. So a ton of ways to reduce our cooldowns. I expect to have many poisons throughout the fight, and I would say that we would have 10 poisons for the majority of the fight. So let's reduce the cooldown and just start this fight and see already 4 poisons right there on the boss. He took a turn, so the damage was immediate. So this is why it shows 1 turn cooldown there. I want to see you know, the refresh amulet animation, but also the reflex gear is not very visible, so it's kind of hard to notice it. It's not like the relentless where you see the extra turn pop up there. So he does take a turn here. He didn't get a reduced cooldown, so you should have it right now, I think. There's the stun, so there's the poisons there. We did get 1 resist with 250 accuracy. Come on, so reduce our cooldowns now right here. That's good. And yeah, I wonder how much damage we're gonna do. So far, we've been doing about, you know, 500,000 per turn. That's not very good. And you'll notice that Giant Slayer proccing with that A2 uses. So already we have 6 poisons on the boss. There's the decreased cooldown, so we should have it on the next turn that he takes. I wonder what's gonna be the difference with the Relentless set if I use that instead. But I think the reflex set is much better. So let's leave it on and see how much damage we're gonna do on the boss, guys, and come back and see if we can at least do a 2 key with this. I do think we're gonna get the 2 key. I guess so. We're back. We're already at a 2 key territory with 44 turns. We're gonna have another 5 turns or so. I'm guessing we're gonna reach 43 million. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic with AOTHAR with that kind of gear. I mean, with 100% crit, even less critical damage, even less attack. Yeah, it's a very solid 2 key attempt here, and I just want to see how much damage AOTHAR actually does in the end. I'm thinking he'll do close to, I want to say like 15 million, but I'll just have to wait. So if you were watching like the whole fight, or at least a majority of the fight, you would have seen like times where the boss was actually at full poisons, and then AOTHAR was actually doing his A2 again and just doing damage there. Nothing was actually being applied else there because the boss had already a full amount of poisons. You can't just put more poisons on top of that. It's a maximum of 10. So AOTHAR was just doing the damage that A2 does based on the multiplier and based on any Giant Slayer procs that would happen there. So yeah, we just passed the 40 million mark. You see there, we got that A2, we got a refresh proc as well, we got a decrease cooldown as well. So everything happens with this kind of gear setup, and also the Painkeeper being there. I do enjoy this reflex set on him. I wonder what the relentless set would do with him. I would say again a 2 key territory because of how strong AOTHAR is in terms of poisoning, and Painkeepers help with the reduce of cooldowns. You see the reduced cooldowns there and refresh proc. I mean, everything is happening there. So I do think we would still be at a 2 key territory, and yeah, with maybe better gear, we could have gone 45 million, maybe 50 with the other champions having better gear as well. But overall, I'm pleasantly surprised with how this worked out, and we'll see it right now how much we actually did. 43 million here. So the boss is just gonna kill us now. There's no way around this. There we go. 43.6. Very good. We did 4.5, 4.6. We did, wow. We did 27.6 million, guys, with AOTHAR. And I think like my Seeker did way less damage because of him being a weak affinity here. So 27.6 million from AOTHAR. Wow, such a boss here, such a boss. I honestly thought my other champions would do better. That's why I said 17 million when I was guessing, but 27 instead. Fantastic. There's the strength of the reflex set. So before we close the video, I want to check him out in the dragon with this kind of thing on how fast he can kill the dragon. I know he can kill him fast already. Like, he's a fantastic poisoner because he is strong affinity there, and he is a 4 poison champion. So I mean, the reflex set, what is it gonna do? But I want to see how much difference it's gonna do in a team like this with like my fast team. This is my fast team that I do like a minute run. Where is AOTHAR? So okay, we'll put AOTHAR in there and let's just go in. And also the big mistake that I just thought about is I should have had AOTHAR in the lead because he gives 21% more attack to everyone. Well, I just realized it. I was like, he did have an aura, a lead aura that I could have used, and I didn't use it. So I could have done maybe a couple of million there, maybe 2 million more. I don't know. But yeah, big mistake by me. Big mistake by me. But yeah, definitely more potential there for an upside in terms of damage. And there we go. Look at that, 31,000 crits there from that A2 on each hit. So an amazing poisoner. I want to see the reflex. Come on, reflex. But anyway, we have him geared good. So there's Brand. He does use Brand here. So it's not like the clan boss where he just uses A2. I didn't see any A3s happen throughout the fight. So I think it does work the way it's supposed to. Look at all those. Did you see all those numbers there? So the Royal Guards should do their A2 any moment now. There it is. And there's a decreased cooldown, which means we would have poisons next up. And then, yeah, to finish it off. So AOTHAR did 1,000,000 damage there, actually. Pretty good with the reflex set. I mean, the reflex set wasn't really what was making him here do a ton of damage, but overall, I'm pleasantly surprised on how this reflex set worked. I want to farm more Ice Golem now that I have this going, and I wonder who else can be, super good with the reflex set instead of the relentless set. So up to here, we were all using relentless sets on everyone, but now with the reflex sets, maybe there's champions out there that do have a big potential for a much better use of the reflex set. And if you guys have any of those in mind, leave it down in the comments below. I think I have 1 or 2 in my mind, but I'll try them out before I make a video, of course. Leave them down in the comments, guys. And if you did like this video, of course, subscribe if you hadn't already. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya!